Am I the AO for rolling my eyes for my boyfriend proposal because it took 25 years of me begging? You all, I saw this story on Reddit and it's quite interesting and I decided to share with you all. I feel like this is the definition of if he wanted to, he would. And also, when you wait so long for someone to do something to you or for you and they didn't do it, leave. Because why should you wait a whole 25 years begging for a proposal and you finally did it and you're rolling your eyes? So let's go ahead and read the Reddit thread together. Yesterday after dinner, my boyfriend of 30 years old, 53 years old man, proposed to me and she's 52. He just walked towards me holding a box and said, "Open it." It was a ring, and I had pictured this moment a million different times, but never thought it would be so empathetic. My boyfriend then said that he was retired now and wants to kick back to and enjoy life with me and would love to do it all with me as his wife. A nice speech and all, but from the 5 year mark of our relationship onward, I had been making clear my deep desire to marry and was consistently dismissed, giving empty promises, gaslights. So she wanted to actually want him to propose to him from the beginning of the relationship. That's when she was 5 years in the relationship. And he did not propose to you on the 6th year, you stayed. He didn't propose to you on the 7th year, you stayed. 10, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. You still stayed in the relationship. Wow, what a trust. We've been through the gamut with therapy, and one counselor implied that me telling him we needed to go to therapy and getting his butt out of couch still means nothing if his mind has been made up. I was in denial about the fact that it was giving me the false illusion of progress to stall. My boyfriend and I have 4 kids. The oldest 3 are adults, while the youngest is 15, female, was sleeping over elsewhere when it all went down. All of our kids went to a private school filled with typical southern soccer. I had to endure postpartum mom's jabs about not sharing a last name with my kids. Oh my god. Preteen years were hell because the other kids would taunt my kids by saying, "Your dad would rather be single and go to hell than marry your mom." Women, am I going too far by saying that? Why would you be single and get married or get pregnant for your boyfriend, and your first child is your boyfriend's last name, your second child your boyfriend, and you know that this man is not ready to marry you, he's not going to propose? So why are you giving your children your boyfriend's last name? My boyfriend's mom would tell him marriage would be selfish on my part. It is just a piece of paper. My boyfriend ended up rising up the tax until he became an executive. I was a stay-at-home mom, so I felt like there was always a power imbalance, exploited by the fact that I could be tossed anytime. I partly did stay because I wanted my kids to have the best life and because I felt lucky and proud to be partnered with such an intelligent, successful man, but also because I loved him. The past few days or few years, my boyfriend's career has been a downtown. It would never be poor, but the company it was part of took a nosedive during 2020 and he had made enemies out of associates, board members. He decided to step back from his role and take the generous severance agreed upon. Now he's living off his investments and wants to relax. I did not like how his career ended and how he treated people and had been deciding whether I wanted to leave and find someone else after our youngest turned 18. Oh my God. So the proposal was a shock because I should hope that he noticed that I have avoided conversations about the future as of late. It rattles on about downsizing our house so we can travel and also cutting back on our other expenses. But we are not married, so it's all his money house anyway. He did notice my eye roll and was offended. He asked what's wrong, and I said that suddenly now that he's downsizing, I'm good enough to marry. He got mad and said that now that he's downsizing, I'm no longer an executive. I suddenly think our relationship is disrespectful and started implying I was a gold digger. I was so angry, I walked out and said I might go out looking for a respectful relationship because I don't know what respect is anymore. Am I the AO? My beautiful people, check out Maria Davids. Please reply our question. Is she the AO or she's not? For me, first of all, this man used her for 25 years. Used her for 25 years. The moment that he knew that probably his testosterone has dropped, or he will need somebody that would love him. And at the end of the day, when the last child, she's 15 years old, when she clocks 18, which is 3 years time, they're all going to be lonely. So he knows that probably she's going to be away by then. He doesn't want her to go. So, okay, let me just give her what she has always wanted since 20 years ago. And me, I cannot fathom the fact that she waited for good 25 years with a man that is not ready to marry her, practically living with him, and being a stay-at-home mom. The kind of trust she has with this man is extreme because practically right, it wasn't ready to marry because there's no how, if you have always wanted the marriage for 5 years now, or since 5 years in the relationship, and you talked about it, you say you practically begged him and he's not ready. He didn't do it 6 years to secure you. You keep having children, not one, not two. Even after you made a mistake with the one child, why didn't you just stop and, try again, or just leave him and just give him an ultimatum, or just threaten him and be like, if you're not going to marry me, I'm not going to have any child with you anymore? What was she thinking? Because I cannot think what she's thinking. I'm like, no, why did you do that? Like, why did you have to wait so long? I don't know the kind of trust. I don't know what kind of, I don't know, am I exaggerating? Let me know your thought down in the comment section. What is your take about this particular story? Where this thread, is she the AO? I can't actually answer that part if she's the AO. I feel like the man knows what he's doing, and him proposing now that he's definitely going to go broke, because of course it's not as boxed up as he used to, and he knows at the end of the day he's going to be lonely. So the old cock and bull story that I want us to spend my retirement together, I want us to travel around and all of that, I just feel like it's just I just want you around when I can't lift my leg. I just want you around to cook and clean. I just want you around to wipe my ass. I just feel like that's why he's proposing. I don't think he's proposing because he wants to. I feel like he's proposing because he knew that she has shifted concern or attention away from her begging for the proposal. He can sense the attitude has changed. He can see that she's no longer concerned and bothered anymore. So he wants to use that opportunity to be like, oh, I don't think this woman, I feel like she's going to have plans and leave me and run. Let me not do that. Let me just propose fast so I will lock her down. Like, am I the only one just thinking that way? Let me know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section. Let's go ahead and read a few comments down this thread. The whole time I was reading, all I thought if the man is not okay with the marriage, how the hell original post stay with him and had 4 kids? So I thought so as well. I've been deciding whether I wanted to leave and find somebody else after the youngest turned 18. Like, she has been deciding. Where was this thinking when no kid was born? It's so confusing. Exactly. Exactly. This man isn't giving me exactly what I want, but maybe if we have 4 kids together, that will convince him. If a man wants to be your husband, he will ask you to marry him. If he knows that it's something that is important to you, he will ask you to marry him. You won't have to beg him at all. You certainly won't have to sit around for 30 years wishing on a star that your dreams will come true. It will move the stars for you to make you happy. I feel like she just feel like, okay, I can actually tie him down with children, and let me give him one. Okay, maybe let me give him another one, and she gave him 4 children, and still it did not. Even the last one is 15 years old, to tell you how long she has been in the relationship and living together. Like, I don't think that I can't do it. I can't do it, y'all. Another person says, seriously, if you start saying you want to get married at year 5, you dump him if he doesn't show is going to make an effort by the end of the year 6. Could be a sunk cost fallacy. Seriously, I just watched a clip today where the same thing gets discussed. If he wanted to marry you, he would. I'm a guy and I don't know why some women tolerate this crap. Give the ultimatum, and if it doesn't deliver, then follow through. I can extend an olive branch and say once you have a kid with him, it definitely gets tougher to leave. But definitely don't commit to having 3 more without a ring. 1 kid is an oops. 4 kids is a heap of trouble. You're practically responsible for. Like, I'm actually not blaming her 100. I can't understand how she stayed that long, and I feel like it's because she had more than one child for him. If she had had only one child, she would have gone way, and I cannot still understand how she stayed and have 2, talk less of 3, then 4. So the video that Adaman Lion linked, I went to watch it, the YouTube video, and it was practically a lady calling the doctor, I think Dr. John Deloney, I think that's his YouTube name, Dr. John Deloney, and did an interview with a lady on the phone, and she was like, she gave her boyfriend an ultimatum, 3 months, if you don't marry me, I'm gonna leave. And she was like, as it stands, it shows that he's not going to do it because it's almost the time and she's not saying anything. I'm like, what? And these particular threads give me the reminder of what he wanted to. If he wanted to, he would. I know not everybody believe that statement or accept that statement that if he wanted to, he would. But truly, if he wanted to marry her, he would have. He would have, even before she started feeling that she needed to get married to him in year 5. Men like to secure something they know that other people want, or they want to secure you if they, I won't say if they love you, I won't use that word love, but I just feel like they will secure you if you're that important to them. And apparently that is why he wants to secure her now, and he's getting offended now that she's rolling her eyes, because of course he doesn't even want to marry her. He just be like, let me just keep her around. Like, I don't know if I'm the one saying it this way. Let me just keep her around so that I might need her. The children are grown. The last one, it was leave the house soon, and let me just keep her around so that I might fall sick. I will just need someone to be with. I just feel like that's the reason he proposed, not because he wanted to, not because he wanted to. And I still feel I can still say it till now. Doesn't mean that he really meant what he's just saying it. And he is the AO, actually. Anyways, thank you all so much for sticking around to this point in the Reddit thread. I hope you enjoyed this one. Kindly put your thoughts, your suggestion, your comment down in comment section, and answer the question: should the AO or not? Let us know your thoughts down in comment section respectfully, and of course, I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.